All right, we're back live again. This is so frustrating, huh? Having to stop and start and stop and start. But I can deal with it. There's part 4. Go to part 4. There we are. I'm missing the others. Man, there's a lot of parking. Should have gone in the truck lane, apparently.
In 1,000 feet, merge onto I-75 North.
Hey, Patrick, thank you for joining. How's it going out there? I've been having a lot of fun with YouTube broadcasting while driving and all kinds of crazy stuff here. It's refreshing to know that someone has actually gotten connected, though. All right, I'm glad you've been watching the replays. So the replays are interesting. They're not too boring. Oh, $1,200 fine for throwing trash. I think there should be like a $4,000 fine for cutting off a charger's cable with a hacksaw. Yeah, I have to tell you, I've watched others do similar things, and that really motivated me to do this so that others can see that it's really doable. I mean, there's no question that I'm taking more breaks than I normally would, especially to broadcast. But I think I'm passing up Buc-ee's. I did actually want to check that out, but I don't think it has any charging. So Buc-ee's is the supersize rest area, not rest area, but convenience store, gas station, charging station, you name it, it's got it. I think we're gonna have to go for some window washing here, see if anything works here. It's got so many bugs. Not yet. Do it again. Yeah, the service intervals on the Hummer are rotate the tires and fill the washer fluid. I noticed I hadn't even used any washer fluid. So I have to tell you, the charging experience has been, very satisfactory for me. We did have to wait. I went over and visited some of my old compadres in Roswell, and they were interested in seeing charging. So we drove to a charger that was only a mile away from the office, and uh, there were two Bolt EUVs charging there. They appear to have been like dealership employees sleeping in their cars. The chargers had shut off because I could see in the Electrify America app that the charging sessions had ended, and so we're sitting there looking at them, and they're just having fun doing their thing. And then eventually they do pull away, and we get the charge. But other than that, I have to tell you, the charging has actually worked really well. There's still issues with maintenance. I still see chargers that are down completely, but not all chargers at a particular location. So charging has been really, really good. And the Hummer is just a charging monster. I mean, in my first charging session on the trip, I peaked at 363 kilowatts going into the vehicle. That's the kind of stuff where you do get the 100 miles in 10 minutes. So I did get that on my first charge. It was really exciting. Well, OTA. Let's talk about OTA. So, uh, in my Hummer, OTA has been going fine. In fact, I'm kind of expecting to see another update that's supposedly going to repair a bunch of issues that I've seen soon. But I think the Hummer's gotten, probably won't let me show them to you while I'm driving, but the Hummer has gotten maybe at least 3 updates since I've had it in April. And in the Hummer, they've all applied and kept on rolling. I think my only disappointment in the last update, it like changed the icons. Like the Google Maps used to be a color icon. Now all of them are black and white. Someone mustn't have liked it wasn't consistent, but to me it stuck out better. But in any case, the update also reset all of my stats. So my maximum G's pulled and drift angles all got reset. That disappointed me. So I lost my 1.1 G's, and I think I've only logged a 0.92 G acceleration at this point now. So, but I know that apparently the latest update that came out for the Escalades apparently is problematic. I think I had to try 3 times till I got it to work. I had convinced myself that it didn't apply because for whatever reason, I had the back tailgate open when I was trying to apply it. But after talking to others now that have the same truck, I'm not sure. It may just take 3 times till it's in the right state. But on the Hummer, the updates have been working, and I am, like I said, I'm hoping that I'm going to get another one shortly because there's definitely more bugs to be fixed. Now, I did just have the last service interval done, and the tech actually did apply the latest battery software and drive motor software for that. So, Toyota F-Type looks like the old Crossfire. Interesting. I don't know if you can see it in the video there. It's coming up on the right. Kimrise. All right, so we're cruising along here. I don't know how far I am from Tennessee. I've got to be getting closer now. This is the best construction zone I've ever seen. There's all these signs that there's going to be all this bad construction, but never materialized. Yeah, I actually have sunglasses on the Hummer, on the camera. I have a webcam hooked up to a Chromebook that's doing the broadcasting, and it's got sunglasses on so you get a little bit better view of the road. It's fascinating. Just putting sunglasses over top makes it work a little better. I forgot to turn on one of my stats here. There we go. I appreciate you checking it out. I mean, I really wanted to do this too because, I mean, there are some, reviewers that got Hummers for, a week and did some similar stuff. But they sort of did let's see how far we can go on a charge and stuff like that. I mean, they make other videos, but they don't have the Hummer as long. I mean, ownership allows obviously a little bigger thing. And I promised the trip around the Horn. So I'm on my way to Kansas City through stopping in Tennessee tonight, in Tennessee tomorrow, and Dayton on Friday, and I'll be in Michigan on Saturday. I don't know, Patrick, if you're around, we can catch up if you like to. If you want to check out the Hummer in person. All right, so if you're up in Howell, we'll connect later. I'll keep you apprised of my progress, obviously. And truthfully, the Hummer will probably be sitting in my garage in Novi, charging from. I'll probably just drive it down to zero, almost coming from Dayton. But we'll see. We'll see how it works out. I'm glad you're happy with the Z01. One of my friends in Atlanta just got a Camaro SS, all blacked out, black convertible top. Like, quite nice. I got to tell you, I understand being Cisco, but the Hummer really is a super truck as well. I mean, this thing, it's super comfortable on this ride right now. But, uh, if you want to get up and go, it is ready to go. And finally, there were quite a few Hummers delivered. I don't know if you looked at the stats. I think we're over 1,100 Hummers. Or it must be more. I think 11. I don't know. The total might be 1,100. I don't know. I should try to quote me numbers when I don't have them sitting in front of me. But the Hummers are being sold now. Actually, my friend I'm going to visit in Kansas City. He's very frustrated trying to get a Lyric. He's he put in a quote unquote reservation for the Lyric, and I don't know. I can't figure out where and how the allocation is working with the dealers, but he's still looking for his. And I do think there are lyrics available for sale. In fact, I told him about my one dealer. I went to an event last week. I think it's a Drive Electric America. And the local dealer in Clearfield, Pennsylvania came to the meeting in a lyric. And I was asking him how he's doing there, and they said they've been selling him. He said he had that one available. There we go. See, 1167 was just Q3. All right, good. I mean, I think that's a terrific quarter. So, I mean, that's material sales for everyone. And I do think it is time to hit the gas pedal, given the other electric trucks that are on the market. So, but in any case, by the way, Super Cruise is nicely moving over for a truck that's encroaching on my lane there. But the dealer came and he was selling a demo lyric that actually had Super Cruise, and I think it had all-wheel drive. So he's looking into whether he can get that unit too. So we'll see. Actually, if Andy wouldn't be able to come with me. He's got to go to some family meetings and stuff on Friday, but you can pick one up. I love the data. Thank you for the real-time update there. I'm sure the viewers will enjoy that too. Yeah, I need heavier, darker sunglasses or something here to make this work even better. All right, so I'm at 16,834 on this Hummer. That is my current odometer reading. Let's just take a look at the stats for this morning's drive. Gone 45.5 miles, used 35 kilowatts. See the conditioning. It was interesting when I was charging. I charged up to 100% at the hotel overnight, which is beautiful. And even though it had sent me the text message that it was 100% charged, the Hummer was definitely cooling the battery after the charge all the way to 100%, and still using power from the grid to run the heat pump to do that cooling. Kind of interesting. I'm loving the Super Cruise. Yeah, Super Cruise is definitely, it makes a trip like I'm on right now, like the 3,000 mile megawatt hour power utilization, a little more doable, right? I mean, I describe a term of driving tolerance, and the Super Cruise, you're along for the ride. I mean, it's certainly making sure you're paying attention, but uh, it does make it easier. And the one thing that, I haven't really had it, because I'm confident if I have it, I'll be reporting it in a whole different light, where when I haven't had a headwind or crosswind, that's one of the areas that really, that reduces the duty cycle for you as the driver, because it fights the wind for you, and you're not trying to deal with it. It can do that for you. So that's another great use of tech. Okay, just looking here, so we still got 24 miles here until we're gonna. All right, back on the chat here with you, man. See what's going on. So, just my own boss now. You know, working on tech that I want to, working on tools, staying abreast of quantum computing, of course. Uh, I've got. I still stay in touch with the Super Cruise team, of course. I'm going to meet with them on Monday next week. But I think the real plan to me is, you know, I'm my own boss, and that's what I'm working on. So that's how I describe retirement. I know that it's interesting to be on your schedule. By the way, I think the other thing is if I wasn't retired, I'm still not sure I would have attempted this trip with a 1 week timeline. I mean, even now, I mean, I committed to some hotels for the next 2 nights. You know, if for whatever reason I have, you know, trouble getting a fast enough charge, I could have trouble making it to the next destination in time. So hoping that all works out. So I did end up having to prepay for the hotel I'm heading to tonight, which shouldn't be a problem. But the next leg is one of my bigger legs, so that's an interesting piece of it. So, but I'm still working on, you know, what's the right way to charge. You know, I want to build a solar system, working on a house expansion in my house in Pennsylvania, and with that that charge will that system will store power, and it'll be stored as DC. So I really want to work on building a charging system that will allow a little bump there. But I want to work on a charging system that will allow for DC to DC. So store power in batteries in your home, and then store that power in, you know, transfer that power into your vehicle. And then, you know, certainly, you know, there's work on the taking the power back out. I think the thing I'm concerned about, though, for Ultium is it open? It seems like it's, you know, it's being shoehorned into a specific solar vendor and those kind of things. So I'm a little concerned that that's not going to make me as happy as I could be. So we'll see. Yeah. So to your point, I mean, I have considered the old DM Home stuff, which is still not available, by the way. I couldn't order it if I wanted it. Uh, and my particular charger, I don't think has the ability to do the power takeoff. It might have the ability once they released a pigtail that lets you plug into the J1772 port to get a little more power out. I mean, right now it's limited to a 400 watt AC output between two outlets. One that I'm using to power the computer right now, and the other outlet using that same power is in the bed of the truck. The picture that I'm using for my icon for this trip is actually a television running off the truck's power and then using the truck's hotspot to run Google TV, YouTube TV, I mean. So it's fun. And, you know, the hotspot in the vehicle is doing fine here with this broadcast. I mean, I'm literally broadcasting it and receiving it back from Google on this device that you can see right here. Yeah, so I think it's kind of a testament to AT&T is still delivering some network, whether people want to believe it or not. I did have some low coverage driving in the hinterlands of South Carolina yesterday that I think caused some problems. But by the way, can you tell what quality it's letting you see this stream in? And I probably could tell myself on this one, but I don't want to mess with it while I'm driving. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Some of that. Okay, so it's giving you a 1080. That's not bad. So are you able to read the map right now and see anything that's going on the app system? Here, I'll bring up something that's a little more interesting to look at. The waypoints there. All right, pretty nice, pretty nice. Yeah, so I'm loving this little trick that I'm using here so that I can put the chat where I can read it. You probably can't read the chat; it looks overexposed. But I'm using this thing called the Magic Box that allows you to run not approved apps by Apple or anyone else or Google. I mean, it's essentially it's an Android device that's emulating a wired iPhone. And what's cool about it is you can use this to plug into any CarPlay capable device and put your put this display on the vehicle then. And I mean, it can run Netflix, other things too. Yeah, so I think it's going pretty darn well. I really appreciate the live chat, man. Yes, I appreciate the subscription. And by the way, the subscriptions did finally work. I can go live on my iPhone. I'm hoping to work on getting a mount to actually just use my iPhone to broadcast soon here. I'll probably do some broadcast live using my iPhone today, doing the charging. So we'll try that out. Actually, the post that I put on LinkedIn for this says that it was read by 5,000 people. So maybe my followers do actually eventually get to see my posts. I don't know. Yeah, Super Cruise, I wouldn't bob and weave as much as Super Cruise does, but when it's doing it, I don't care. Go for it. I mean, I'm not sure that it impacts efficiency if you change the lanes much. I don't think it's bad. One of the things that's nice, I mean, I do think that the GM Super Cruise approach for lane change is one of the best. I mean, I don't know if you've seen any BMWs or Mercedes, when they change lanes, they change lanes. I mean, you pull a little G-force to make the lanes change. All right, well, I'll keep broadcasting every day till Saturday, and then when I return to State College, I'll probably do it again. Later on Tuesday next week, going back to State College. So I will not be broadcasting on Sunday or Monday. I do have some videos stored that I have to upload of the charging sessions. All right, we'll talk soon. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I was just sending a quick message here. All right, we're cruising down here at 80 and actually getting a little bit of regen. Get the pitch back out here. Yeah, we got a 2% grade, and we're getting a little regen. We're at 4 or 5 kilowatt, regen 6 kilowatt, and we're using power again. And the pitch is now down. See, you got a little roll, pitch and roll. else that we're getting off here. This has actually been a nice segment, except for my Super Cruise lockout and then pain with keeping streams running. Went well. All right. 3 miles. I think I missed the icon for Henry, Tennessee. Oh well. Hey Siri. All right. Apparently Elvis is the Tennessee welcoming icon from Google.
In half a mile, use the right 2 lanes to take exit 2.
Okay, that was pretty funny.
West.
I had Siri listening to that, and it said that it confirmed what I told you. That it's Elvis is the welcoming icon. All right, I'm gonna maintain my.
Use the right 2 lanes to take exit 2. Continue for 7 miles.
I can't believe even semi-drivers can't figure out how to drive. Passing on the shoulder. We don't have any speed here. Not moving either. Not 55. Lift off here. Okay. Apparently this is like a connector. If you're out there chat. And we're continuing nicely here. Oh, no trucks in this lane. Finally gets out of my way. Oh, thank you for getting in there. Some climb here. Sharp curve ahead. Of course, it's in tortoise, so the trucks might be torturing us. They ground off the no trucks in this lane marker. Come on, people, let's roll.
In half a mile, keep left to stay on I-24 West. Keep left to stay on I-24 West. Continue on I-24 West for 63 miles.
What are you doing? Hey Siri, listen to the podcast this week in Google. Hey Siri, listen to the podcast this week in Google. What? Hey Google, Siri. Hey Siri, listen to the podcast this week in Enterprise Tech.
Yeah, I might have heard her name once. Just kidding. Siri's a legend.
I gotta get rid of this jerk. Fuel prices are better in Tennessee. Over. Fine. I don't know what's wrong there. All right. That's interesting. Do you lose connections? Why? I got the IU. I did. It seemed to get it going again. Jeez, get enough bumps. All right, let's get the status of our. All right, estimating 34% charge arrival. All right, we crossed the 1,000 miles on the trip odometer. Still at 1.6 miles per kilowatt hour. All right, we got a few trucks out here now. BMW i3 out here.
Welcome to Georgia.
That's interesting. Got back to Georgia again. Right on the edge here. Got those peaches. Oh, you're not so very soft. Oh, no. I thought I was driving in an exit lane. All right, good morning again. I'm out, still out here listening to This Week in Enterprise Tech now. up on more road work. Okay, we're merging in here. Figuring out how this is going to work. Oh, come on. Fresh oil? You're serious? I hope it's not that fresh. It doesn't look very fresh. Okay, we're going back to Tennessee. I realized I was going to visit Georgia again. It seemed to be welcoming me back. Kind of weird. Hey, if you're out there, say hello in the chat. Got an hour and 17 minutes to go on this leg. Beautiful railroad bridge here. Definitely getting lucky that this construction is done as opposed to not done. Or how long it'll last. Some equipment. Okay, crossing some water here. Can't quite see what water it is. But fun. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful water. Fun. Come on. Oh, that shoulder closed in 45 miles. I said that's some warning. Hey, if you're out there, let me know what you're up to in the chat. Any questions? I'm cruising along in Tennessee here. Okay, I'm in the new time zone. Hey Siri,